All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're back again with another edition of Johnny Davis Live. We have a special guest here, guys, Mr. Bill Miller. Give it up for Bill. Good job, good job. Hey, before we get started here, I just want to remind everyone that you can watch the live stream of the professional boxing fights that are going on right here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at the Crown Reba Conference Center on live stream. Just go to my website, akpromotions.org, or go to the calendar and you can order the fight right now. It's going to start at 6 o'clock tonight. 12 big, huge professional fights. I'm telling you, one of the most exciting, one of the most, it's going to be a great card of fights, guys. So check it out. Go and order right now, akpromotions.org. Mr. Bill Miller, sir, how are you?
Good, Johnny. How are you?
It's good to see you, man.
Having me on your show.
Absolutely, absolutely. We had a chance to kind of meet last night.
We did.
And everything. You have an interesting story. You have a lot going on, man. It's a really interesting story. But before we go there, first of all, how did you get interested in boxing?
Well, I tell you, I've been a fight fan my entire life, Johnny. I was never good enough to actually get into the ring.
Right.
And it was just a thing that's happened throughout my entire life. You know, I was in the United States Marine Corps, 7'5".
Thank you.
You know, it's always been a passion of mine to watch fighters. I think their dedication is amazing.
Right, right. Well, I tell you one thing, it is a tough sport, no doubt about it, but it keeps you in great shape. Don't like you've done too bad, man.
You know, yeah. We're a little older now. The glory days are past for sure, but we try.
No doubt about it. So you represent an organization called Mind Zero.
Yes, sir. Yes,
really interesting name. I need you to kind of break that name down for me a little bit. Mind and Zero.
So Mind Zero. One of the things that we're so busy in today's daily life, with so much multitasking and different things going on at one time. We try to break everything down into one task at a time.
Okay.
What we want to do is clear your mind and reset your mind. So we start from zero.
Starting from zero. Now, I have a concept about relationships. I always say that, you know, as opposed to just like when you have a relationship and you're like in marriage, as opposed to just giving up on it and letting it go, maybe go back to 60%, right, and start from 60, kind of fix everything, and then you're a little bit closer to 100. You're saying go back to zero. How do you go back to zero?
Well, I don't know about a marriage, John. I don't know about a marriage. Okay. But what we try to do is reset your mind and reset your day.
Okay.
We try to reset, and we do proprietary blend of movements through a sauna, a reset ice bath, and some dynamic movements that basically you only have time to think about one thing. That's it. And that's concentrated breath work, a little bit of meditation, some movement, and we reset that and start from zero.
Okay. So how did you get involved with something like this? Did you ever have to reset your mind?
I did, Johnny. So this starts about 5 years ago. I actually got a rare autoimmune disease. There was 50 people in the world that had it before me. I was lucky number 51.
Only 50?
50.
Wow.
It was pretty tragic. I drove myself to the hospital one day, and I woke up 6 months later in a coma. I was 130 pounds. I had a tracheotomy, a feeding tube. I died a few times.
Wow.
It took me about 2 years to physically recover. To learn to walk, talk, eat, breathe. I couldn't breathe on my own. I was on the ventilator for 4 months.
Wow.
And what had happened in that process, I physically recovered, but my mind never caught up to my body. You know, through that process, I had to battle some personal demons.
By the way, this show is called Johnny Davis Live, Real Talk with Real Solutions. You think I'm just going to let you just skip right over the demon part?
I don't think we're going to skip over the demons. Right. So I struggled with drug abuse and alcohol addiction.
Okay.
You know, I had some past traumas in my life. I had some sexual abuse, emotional abuse.
Absolutely.
I had some abandonment abuse.
All that, and you're still sitting there. Go ahead.
All that. I've been blown up a few times. You know, several surgeries, some pretty severe incidents. So by the grace of God, I'm still here. And that's what I want to do with Mind Zero and the company that we're starting. We want to get back in the community and help people who really suffer in silence. There's such a stigma on mental health that people are afraid to ask for help when they need it. And I was one of those people. I didn't know the help was out there when I needed it. So we really want to extend that to the communities. We want to build a community experience.
Is there a certain community that you're focused on?
We're absolutely focused on the veteran community.
Okay. You were veteran. You are a veteran.
Yes.
Right. And tell us a little bit about your time. You said blown up a few times. I didn't miss that.
No.
That didn't go over my head. I don't know what that meant.
That had absolutely nothing to do with the military.
Okay.
No, I did serve. I served in the United States Marine Corps from
Thank you,
1995 to 2003.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know, salute to all the vets out there. We really realize how much trauma veterans particularly go through. We want to support them any way we can.
Do you think you have to go through what you've gone through in life to have a different perspective to be able to come out on the other side and say, now I want to help somebody?
I don't think you have to. I really don't think we have to do that. In my instance, I had to do that. I have a little stubborn streak in me, so I had to basically lose it all to gain it all. If that makes sense.
No, it makes total sense. So you feel that you've gone through this for a reason? Do you think there's a reason? Do you think is there like some spiritual thing or whatever? You don't have to be, but whatever it is, do you think there's a reason that you went through, survived, and are here today?
I do, and I believe we're all called to a higher purpose. I don't think everybody gets it the same way. Everybody has a different journey in life. Mine, unfortunately, was a lot of trauma involved, but the end result is I'm here now, and we definitely want to help people.
What is your message to people who've gone through tough times? And that could be, if you want to relate to somebody, when you talk about Christy Martin. If you know her story.
I do.
Gone through something really just horrific. Is that something that kind of makes you a little bit attracted to her about her story and the fact that she's a survivor?
I definitely believe. I think people that have gone through similar things, really can relate to each other and build that bond of camaraderie. And I'm wearing this shirt right now. Till Valhalla Project. Don't give in to the war within. And that's a battle we have to face every day in our minds. Do we give in or do we fight one more day?
Every segment is called The Fighter Within, right? And it's like talking about people exactly with things that they had to battle. There's a fighter in there because that's why you're here. If you'd have given up, right, you'd be gone, right? And also you fought. What is your message to people about never giving up?
Well, I tell you this, I did give up at one time. I'm a suicide survivor also.
Okay.
Now,
survivor. So what does that mean? You attempted it.
I did.
It didn't work.
It didn't work by the grace of God.
Right.
There's always someone out there willing to help. All you have to do is extend yourself, put yourself out there, be vulnerable with other people, let them know where you're at, and they say this all the time: I fail, we succeed. Together we can accomplish anything, and that's what we want to create at Mind Zero. We want to create a community of people willing to help people with anxiety, depression, PTSD, any of those stigmas that are out there.
Nice, very good, very good. Well, tell people how they can contact you on your social sphere.
So mindzero.com on the internet, and then mindzero.inc on Instagram. That's where we're at. We're relatively new, but like I said earlier, we've been here several weeks. This project actually started in August. So through my process of recovery and getting better, I found a mental development project out in California called The Project, founded by Pedro Scullion, with instructors Ray Cashcare, Aaron Alejandro, Matt Snyder, and Steve Eckert. They really put it out there. They want men to level up in their faith, family, fitness, and finances. It's a 75-hour fully immersive course that just really breaks you down emotionally and physically, and then they build you back up. So they're also my mentors.
So you mentioned, as I close down here, about faith, right? Yes. Is this more of a religious thing, a spiritual thing, or what? When you use the word faith, what does that entail? Because it can mean different things for different people.
It does, right? It does, because everybody has a different belief system, right? Yes. So it's faith in yourself, faith in what you believe in, and faith that we can get it done. Right.
Well, man, that's awesome. I think you're doing a great job, and I hope people will reach out to him if you're suffering from any kind of mental health issues or whatever. Check out the Mind Zero organization. He gave you all the information. Definitely check him out. I'll share this to your social media, whatever you have right there, and certainly reach out to Mr. Bill Miller. Thanks so much for being on the show today, sir. All right, we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard it right there, Mr. Bill Miller. He's trying to do some great things for people. He's trying to help people who are suffering from mental illness, etc. Right, and he has a tremendous story to tell. You need to be a motivational speaker. You said you've never done this, but you got a great story to tell, and you need to get out there and make it happen. Thanks so much again for being on. Hey guys, thanks again for watching another edition of Johnny Davis Live. And also be sure to order the live stream of the fights right now at akpromotions.org. Just go to the calendar, click on live streaming. Tonight is going to happen for you. It's going to be a great show. 12 professional fights going on tonight. What you doing? You ain't doing nothing anyway. Just sitting out, just eating whatever, right? Order the fight. AKpromotions.org. Hey guys, Johnny Davis live.